Alright guys, we have 5 minutes left until we get onto the stream. We're really looking forward to this, guys, so see you guys in the next 5 minutes for the 200th episode of the NASCAR Diecast News. Two-minute warning. We have the 2-minute warning, everybody.
Hello everybody, OBB here. If you guys enjoyed the video, please take your time and give it a good rating and subscribe if you guys have not to already. So right here on the top left of the screen we got the last 3 NASCAR Diecast releases video, so go ahead and check that out. And then on the bottom of it we got last time's canceled NASCAR Diecast, so go ahead and check that out. And right in the middle of those two we got my channel. If you guys haven't already, subscribe, and I will see you all later.
K-State Diecast. Great deals, great prices. K-State Diecast. Now accepting CVS cards with every purchase. Fuck CVS.
This is good. Holy fuck! That's Jay.
This was funny.
I don't know why, but I was afraid you were going to be angry.
Thank God. We want to fill up as much gaps as we can.
Holy fuck!
Welcome to the first edition of the NASCAR Diecast News. Excuse me. Hello Diecast reviewers and Diecast collectors here on YouTube. Welcome everyone to the NASCAR Diecast News, hosted by me, Original Big Bry, as always. So we are now in the month of May. Hooray. Oh god, I didn't mean to do that. And before I go, I want to wish one of my good friends, who's having probably one of the best birthdays he's gonna have tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen, the Diecast kid himself, Robbie Noonan. So wish him a good, warm, happy birthday tomorrow. He is going to be 21. So congratulations, Noonan. Party time. So anyway, guys, that's about it. I'm Original Big Bry, and we'll see you guys next time here on the Diecast News. Hey YouTube, IRA's Original Big Bry here, and we got ourselves a whole new collection of Diecast news that has just came out. Also, we got great new Diecast as well that just came out from our good friends at Lionel Racing, and they are ready to ship out at your local Diecast dealers or at kstatediecast.com. Now we're going to get to all this nice info and more as Diecast news does start right now. But first, here are your best-selling diecasts that were from last week's video.
Oh, same here. Trust me.
Alright, so welcome to the Poof Show, where I have the answers to your questions.
Yeah.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, so let's get on with the Diecast News Show, guys. So let's get off with, you know, the most wonderful topic ever, the newly released diecast from our good friends at Plan B Sales and or K-State Diecast. We got a very special announcement from Lionel Racing regarding the status of NASCAR Authentics. We do have some speculation that there is some sort of partnership going on between Lionel Racing and NASCAR Authentics that could recreate a brand that we are all familiar with back in the 2010s or less. But we are going to get into all of this latest info and more as the NASCAR Diecast News starts right now. I'm happy to announce the season
That's when it got better.
Diecast News. And guys, we have been here for quite a while now, and we decided new year, new beginnings, so why not change
It's
it
crazy
up
to
a bit?
see
And
what's
we do got
happened
a
before,
new
though.
Layout, a new logo, and also did I mention we do got a brand new logo. So thank you guys so much for watching this. I appreciate the support that you guys have given to me, and I'm gonna go take a nap now after chugging that Monster Energy. But once again, congratulations to all those winners. I will put them down in my social media accounts very soon, so stay tuned for that. But overall, guys, this has been Original Big Bry. Thank you guys so much for watching this one-of-a-kind live stream, and can't wait to do this again, guys. Probably in the next summer we'll be doing this again. I think this will be a summer routine that we'll be doing. But once again, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you for supporting NASCAR Diecast News for 6 to 7 seasons. Thank you. Just thank you guys for everybody. Alrighty, this wouldn't happen if it wasn't for you guys out there. But I'm gonna wrap it up, guys. This has been Original Big Bry, and this has been the NASCAR Diecast News.
You don't need to go to Niagara Falls when you can eat some Brian balls.
What's going on, NASCAR Diecast collectors and Diecast viewers on YouTube? This is Original Bit Bri here, and welcome, and I'm happy to announce the 200th episode of the NASCAR Diecast News here on the YouTube live stream. This is going to be a one-time big of event like we always do during summer, but this right here, guys, we got a lot of cool stuff to talk about. A lot of great stuff, and oh my god, guys, I don't know where to start. Well, this episode's going to mostly be a throwback episode, and what better way to have a 200th episode than to show you guys that little evolution of the NASCAR Diecast News. So, I didn't even realize that until now, so pretty cool. But we do got some newly released diecasts to talk about from our good friends at Plan B Sales, including some 124 exclusives. We also got a lot of cool looking first looks and early diecasts to be talking about. Maybe some of them might be throwbacks, if you guys might not have seen our social media already. And of course, like the usual, guys, we also got a lot of cool looking pre-orders to be talking about. Majority of them might be throwbacks, so like I said, throwback is going to be the word of the day for this stream. Cancel diecast as well, and also we do got some NASCAR Authentics news as well, and I do have a special guest with me, but if you guys want to find out who that is, you guys are going to have to tune in into the slideshow, which will start right now. Alrighty guys, welcome to the NASCAR Diecast News. I'm your host, Brian LaFleur Jr., and before I get things started like I usually do on these episodes of the NASCAR Diecast News, I am not going to be alone this time, guys. For the first time ever in the NASCAR Diecast News, I have myself a special guest. Now, you guys probably might know who this guy is, but if you guys haven't already, this is the guy who mostly does diecast, well, he's known for the diecast talk. Ladies and gentlemen, this is none other than Little Wrangler 3 on YouTube.
Hey.
Time to get the hype going, guys, now. This is like, this is something that's never done before. Diecast News and Diecast Talk collabed in one stream. I mean, can't get better than that, right?
No.
All right. Well, Little Wrangler, I mean, I'm glad I'm not doing this by myself because, man, we got a lot of cool stuff to be talking about. Am I right, man?
Oh, yeah, we got a whole bunch of good ones coming in.
Oh, yeah, absolutely insane, dude. So, heck, guys, let's go ahead and get things started with this. And, so let's see right here. Well, first things up is actually going to be your newly released diecast from our good friends at Plan B Sales and or K-State Diecast. And the first one up is actually going to be on, let's see, we got, well, somehow the pictures are not scrolling up, guys, but looks like I'm having a little problem with that, but oh well. We got Brad Keselowski's number 2 Discount Tire Bruce Hall tribute. So I believe this is a car that he drove at the Daytona Speedway, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, I mean, basically just like his Discount Tire car, but just a little more, well, just a little more different. Am I right?
Yeah, just a little bit. I mean, of course, you got the Bruce on there on the hood. So, and it's not too different, but there's a little bit there.
Absolutely, and for any of you guys who don't know who Bruce Hall is, he is actually, I actually just found this out thanks to Google. I mean, is Google awesome, right? He's actually the CEO and the founder of Discount Tire, so that explains why they are, putting this out to his paint scheme, and they incorporate that during Speed Week, so pretty cool. Do apologize for lag as well, guys. It looks like it's going off and on, but nothing really I can't do at the moment. If not, then we'll probably take a short break after this episode. So be patient, guys. This is going to be a pretty lengthy episode, but I do apologize for the lag, guys. Technology at its finest. So the next car to come out, guys, we actually got this one. A lot of people are going to mix feelings about this car. It is the Kevin Harvick Busch Beer flannel car. What can I say? I mean, well, just when I thought with the Target flannel cars that Kyle Larson had back a few years ago were interesting. This one, though, I don't know. I mean, unless you're a big fan of flannel, maybe, but I believe he drove this at the I'm gonna say Daytona, the Talladega race, if I'm not mistaken. You got anything to say about this car, Little Wrangler?
I'm not a big fan of it, honestly. It's just not really my style. I think I said it looked like, it reminded me of a lumberjack, like, it looks weird. I'm not really used to it.
Yeah, it is a little different, if I had to say, but, that's most of the Busch cars. Thank God it's not the PCC mold, so I guess that's a good thing, but heck, I guess that's just what it is. Now, this next one, I'm sure a lot of people are going to like it, is the Danica Patrick GoDaddy Chevrolet Camaro ZL1. So, yeah, Danica Patrick, man, I mean, she definitely wasn't the most... Oh, we got pictures now. There we go. Yeah, now the stream is perfect. Wow, I guess good all things come to an end. So now we get pictures, so looks like we're not pulling stuff off our, what. But yeah, we got the Danica Patrick GoDaddy Chevrolet Camaro ZL1. Well, first of all, the only good thing looking about this car is nice looking box that we got. So I really like when Lionel does that. They've done that a lot of times with most of the Last Rides cars, like the Dale Jr. cars. So really cool they did that. This car I think would look good very well with, especially if you guys got it from NASCAR Authentics Wave 5. It would look great with the Indy car that came out. But yeah, Danica Double. I mean, what more can I say about that? I kind of saw it coming. Am I right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, feel free to comment below if you guys thought Danica Patrick at least accomplished something. Well, besides that fuel mileage race that she won at Twin Motegi. Oh, man. But now we're going to get on to probably the diecast. And warning, this is a big biotism alert because I might be a fan of this driver or heck yeah, I am. We got the Ryan Blaney Dex Imaging Ford Fusion, and beautiful looking car that he believed that he drove this at, I believe, I'm not quite sure where he drove this. I believe he drove this at, actually, starting at Atlanta, if I'm not mistaken. So, really nice looking car that we got right there for Ryan Blaney. Anything you want to say about this car, even though it looks pretty similar to his Rev car that he drove at Bristol?
Yeah, it does look similar to the Rev, but I do like it. I mean, I'll probably pick it up myself. I don't know if it'll be in a wave. I mean, you know how I like to talk about the, waves. See if I think it's going to be in there, maybe if it's not going to be in there. But even if it isn't, this is one to pick up for sure. It's pretty cool.
All right, awesome. And now it looks like there's a car I did skip. I didn't have the picture for it, but you guys might know what it is. It is Chase Elliott's number 9 Mountain Dew Baja Blast Chevrolet Camaro ZL1. So really nice looking car. I say it's a lot more better than the regular Mountain Dew car that we had, just because, I'm a big fan of Baja Blast. I mean, I like my Code Red. It would be cool if they made a Code Red car or any other Mountain Dew cars that they had. So, yeah, anything you guys say about the Baja Blast car, my good friend?
The color of it is really nice. That's something I like. Lionel nailed that one, along with the Mountain Dew one, just the normal one. Those two are probably my 2 favorites, of Chase Elliott, because they messed up, 4 of them this year, and it's been really bad for Chase Elliott Diecast. But this is a good one for sure. You got the stripes. Stripes look really good on the Camaro, but I definitely recommend it for sure.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, you just like what Low Wrangler 3 just pointed out, it's been a horrendous year for Chase Elliott Diecast. I mean, you screwed up when you messed up 3 or 4 cars just for the metallic finish. And usually Lionel's very notorious for creating good metallic finishes. So this year, they really dropped the ball. So I'm glad they're improving. And heck, man, I would love to see this car in NASCAR Authentics, that's for sure. Maybe Wave 8.
Yeah, hopefully.
All right, and now get back to the Ryan Blaney car, guys. Looks like I'm not going to show the pictures because it turns out they are lagging, so I bet that was the reason why it was lagging really bad. So I'm not going to show any pictures, but you guys probably know what these cars look like anyways. We got the number 12 Pennzoil Ford Fusion, guys, and yeah, I will say that every Ryan Blaney car looks freaking awesome because, I mean, well, I'm not wearing Ryan Blaney attire, as you can see here. Cole Pernat's finest. Yeah, the Ryan Blaney Pennzoil car, I don't know. I think it's a mess with that Danglo yellow. I mean, if it was just regular Pennzoil yellow, like the Joey Logano car that we've had a few years ago, and including this year, I think we'll look all right. I mean, it looks like John Menard just wanted to force that that Menard sponsorship somehow into that car. I mean, am I right?
Oh yeah, sorry, I was looking at something, but the only problem I have is what you mentioned with the Dayglow yellow, is that there's 3 different yellows on this. I think Robbie pointed this out.
Oh,
the
yeah,
12, yeah, the spoiler, splitter, and the rims are not the same color. Now, if it was the same color, that'd be absolutely perfect. But I mean, it's still good, and it's a good diecast and all. I kind of wish the yellow matched a little bit more.
True, yeah. I mean, but heck, at least he drove this car fairly well at the Las Vegas race. I mean, unlike other Pennzoil Las Vegas car that I kind of don't want to mention, but if you guys remember the Las Vegas race from last year, you probably know. Anyways, now we got some Clint Boyer diecast. If you guys are interested in that, we got the Rush Truck Center's Ford Fusion, which I believe this is one of his main sponsors besides the Haas sponsorship, because usually that's an unsponsored car. When he doesn't find a sponsor, he drives the Haas cars. But I think it's a major improvement over the last few years where it was ran by Tony Stewart, because it was very basic and it just had that basic design. But this year they kind of went a little wild and crazy with it, if I do say so myself.
Yeah, I like how they're putting out different Clint Boyer diecasts, because we haven't talked about it yet, but the Wicks one is coming up, and hopefully we get the Martinsville one, or the Wynn one, out here soon. And what was the other one that he won in that same paint scheme? I don't remember which one it was.
I think it was like the Haas VF1, I think, or something like that. So it's like an alternate paint scheme, or it's basically, because I noticed they changed the paint scheme on the Boyer Haas car mid-season, like they did with Amarola and now Kevin Harvick.
Yeah, but to have a Wynn diecast for Clint Boyer is really cool. I mean, we haven't seen it yet, but I would assume that it would be, out here fairly shortly. But I love him. He's a good guy. He has a whole lot of joy in him. When he wins, it's really fun to see.
Oh,
but,
yeah.
Yeah, I'm happy that they're putting out new diecast for him.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's really cool that, especially when Boyer finally won, after, like, what, it's been like almost like a heartbreaking career ever since he went to Michael Waltrip Racing. So, I mean, glad he finally is back where he was. Kind of reminds me of his days at RCR. But, like you just mentioned, now we're going to get onto the Wix Filters car as well, which definitely is, I mean, I might be a little cringe right now because Wix Filters usually sponsor Truex, but this car's not too bad, but I do prefer last year's because there was a lot more yellow on it. I mean, this year looks a little more basic in my opinion, but I mean, it's still a relatively nice car. I mean, more board diecast, right?
Yeah, like I said, or like we said, another diecast for him. The Wix sponsor, not a bad sponsor. I do like how the cars normally look, but this one I would like to get because it would kind of match the Truex, as you said, like he had last year. But those two cars in general are just really nice. Lionel did a good job with the sponsoring, putting them on there. I mean, I haven't seen the Wix one or Boyers yet, but I saw Truex's because I have that one. But they did a really good job with that one, and hopefully they do the same with the 14.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And I believe he drove this car at Chicagoland, if I'm not mistaken. It's just one of those rare paintings that you really don't remember, so this one I kind of had to look up. This next one might be interesting if anybody's interested in the NASCAR Hall of Fame diecast. So here's the, I can't really show you the diecast, but the NASCAR Hall of Fame diecast, kind of same as last year's, except it's got number 18 on it, but still really nice. Like I say, if you like collecting those Hall of Fame diecasts, especially if you're fans of the drivers who are part of the NASCAR Hall of Fame, which I believe are Ray Everham, Ron Hornaday Jr., Ken Squire, Robert Yates, and I think Red Byron, I think. So, yeah, relatively nice looking car. And now let's get on to the Fitzgerald cars. Now, a lot of people probably are wondering, why were there two Fitzgerald cars shown in the slideshow? Well, it turns out that these two cars actually have a difference. One of them is actually, this is probably the only car we're ever going to get for this driver because he hasn't been selling that well in diecast for God knows how long. Austin Cindric in the Fitzgerald Ford Mustang. So, yeah, really nice looking car. I mean, I think he drove this car a couple times in the Xfinity Series, but might be your only chance to get an Austin Cindric car.
Yeah, it looks like Joey Logano's from a few years ago. It was either last year or a few years ago, can't remember. But I know he drove the 22. This one. I don't. Did Brad drive this one as well?
I believe so. Maybe Ryan Blaney as well, if I'm not mistaken. So
yeah, Blaney drove that one, but I believe the second one, the one that has like no name on it, I think that one's like some tribute or something. But I mean, they're the same one. I kind of recommend the one without the name on it for like stop motions and stuff. Say you want your own car in the series, or a friend wants a car in your series or something. Put that one in there. It doesn't really have a name on it, so there's no way it's to somebody. So I guess you can make it your own.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, and speaking of that, guys, we got the Team Penske Fitzgerald car as well, which is pretty cool. I mean, especially if you're a stop motion maker like Little Wrangler, you can always incorporate. You could just make it like any kind of driver you want that drive for Team Penske. So pretty smart choice. Decided to do that right there, but don't know which one's gonna sell more, to be honest with you. But probably Team Penske one because Austin Cindric doesn't really have that much of a good fan base, but still nice looking car regardless. I'm probably saying that because I like Team Penske now. But this one is probably going to be the most hyped 164 that we got in this episode, and it is the Kurt Busch 41 Haas Automation throwback. Holy crap! Talk about childhood memories, man. This car nearly won the 2003 Southern 500 win, and what better way to bring this car back into the Southern 500 for this year? Would be cool if he actually finally gets that win in that paint scheme.
Yeah, like the only thing I would okay, so you know how he finished second. If I was Kurt Busch, I would hate to drive this because that was a bad memory. You was so close to winning, and you're like, here's a bad memory. So, drive this, try to win with it. But I guess it's kind of like a redemption thing, maybe. I mean, it's still a cool diecast, don't get me wrong. It's really nice. I like the colors, they match well, and it brings a pretty good throwback to it. But just seeing the car you lost in years and years ago, it's just, I don't know. I don't know how they could do them like that, I guess, but I mean, I like it. I would probably get it, for stop motion, just anywhere. If you're a Kurt fan, yeah, I mean, it may be a bad memory for some people, but this one's a one to get for sure.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, really cool way to throw back to that car. Love it a lot. We also got AJ Allmendinger's Kroger Click. Well, that was a mouthful right there. The Kroger Clickless car. So finally, we got an AJ Allmendinger car after waiting several months. Believe we're going to get the Chris Buescher car out very soon if those weren't canceled already. But who knows? Lots of diecasts that were canceled for this year. This car doesn't look too bad. I mean, if you like all the little sponsors are on this car, I guess it's pretty nice. But AJ Allmendinger, man, probably might be the last Allmendinger car we could get because we don't know what the status is for JT Dodge Racing for next year for both those drivers. Just really interesting stuff we got right here.
Yeah, I was pretty happy to see AJ come out with the Camaro mold. You don't really get a lot of those, especially for the lower funded teams. I always love when they come out with old ones, or well, not old ones, but like lower teams, as I said. It's cool that they're getting some diecast out. I mean, not a whole lot because they're the lower funded teams and all. But it's still pretty good. I know a lot of people have already purchased this. I've seen some reviews, and from what I can tell, it looks like a pretty nice diecast.
Yeah, absolutely, man. A really nice looking car that we got. Let's see right here. Carry on. We still got a few more 164s to be talking about, guys. So this could be a lengthy episode. We're trying to be as quick as possible, but we want to really get our point onto these diecasts. This one right here, we got. This is going to be a good one right here. We got the March Rex Jr. Bass Pro Shops Homestead Miami Race Win diecast. Holy crap, man. This diecast, I was really excited to get this car to come out. We're also going to be having this car for a future wave for NASCAR Authentics, Wave 7F, I believe. So, man, what a nice looking car. Too bad we couldn't have the Monster Energy logos on this car because, man, it would look really nice. But Lionel did a decent job with this car. And I must say, if you're looking for that Truex race win to get, this is probably the one to get right here. Speaking of which, Little Wrangler, I noticed you got this car, and I guess you want to point something out to the audience of the little surprise they got from Lionel with this diecast.
Yeah, I didn't get it. I didn't receive that incorrect diecast, but there was Corey Klatt, I think his name was, but he posted on Twitter. It was this diecast, but it wasn't Truex. It was Kyle Busch. Why? How does that happen? I don't understand. I don't know if someone like Lionel was a real big Busch fan and was like, no, I wanted him to win the championship, so I'm going to put him on here instead. But, I don't know. That would be cool to have just because, it's different and it's a huge mess up. But it would be kind of a disappointment at the same time because you would have to buy another one and try not to get a duplicate. But, I think there was another person who got it, but I don't remember who. I heard, or I saw something, I got one like that as well, so hopefully mine doesn't come in like that. Which I ordered mine Friday, and it shipped out Monday, but it normally gets here Wednesday, and it's Thursday now, and it's not here, so I don't know what's going on with that. But I trust K-State because I ordered it from K-State. They're usually good with my purchases, so, I'm not really upset about it or anything. As long as it comes, and it's somewhat correct, I don't care.
Oh, absolutely, man. And speaking of possibly some rumors with Truex going to whether he's going to go to the 19 or the next car I'm about to show you, the number 95 car, which is being driven by Casey Kane, rib right there. But we got the Procore Chevrolet Camaro ZL1 and the WRL Contractors diecast. Those are finally in stock for your local diecast dealers or at Lionel Racing. But holy crap, man, this is some really great diecasts that we got, especially. This might be the time to get some Casey Kane diecast because they're probably going to sell quickly, especially with the announcement that he's stepping away from NASCAR. So, yeah, just a shame.
Yeah, he's retiring after this year. So, it's still cool that they got the Procore one made. That one I really liked. I was really hoping that would get made because when it first came out, I didn't know if it was going to get canceled or anything. But it's good to see that it's in an Authentics and in the Gold Series. So in case anybody misses out, they can still purchase it in the Gold Series. But with the decaling for the team and just for the diecast, it looks really nice. I like how they mixed it together. I don't know about that little orange spot on the hood right there. I don't know really what that is about. I know it's supposed to be there, but I don't know if it's makes it look better or makes it look worse. But I still think it's pretty cool.
Oh, yeah, definitely some unique paint schemes that Casey Kane definitely have for this year. Too bad the Dumont Gents car that he drove at the All-Star race got canceled, but still waiting for that throwback pre-order to come out. So hopefully get onto the line now. But that wraps up on your 164, guys. And now let's get on to the 124 exclusives, guys. These ones are going to be really cool. So first one up, guys, we got some race win cars. And we got the first one up. It is a first-time winner in the Xfinity Series. Right at the end of the 2017 season, we got Cole Custer's 00, a Haas Automation Homestead Miami race win. This actually turned out to be a really cool looking race version for Cole Custer. So if you guys are interested in the Haas cars, this might be another cool car to get, because we are expecting to get a lot more Haas race wins to come out. I mean, thanks to Clint Boyer. And to continue with the Haas cars, we also got his 2018 Haas Automation Ford Mustang. Actually, the Fusion's gonna die after this year. But yeah, I mean, well, these are both 124 exclusives because the 2018 car was canceled in the 164 scale. So not looking like another good year for Cole Custer. So who knows? Maybe we could relive deja vu and get it again for NASCAR Authentics, right?
Hopefully. I'm wanting this one in the 164 scale, just because I don't have a lot of Xfinity diecast, and I'm kind of wanting to collect more. And the race wins are always cool. I think I only have like one, and I think that's let's see, 16. Who's driving that? I can't remember his name right now. Reed. There we go. Reed. I got his Daytona car, so that's pretty nice. I mean, like I said, I don't really collect a lot of Xfinity, but the ones I do, I try to make it, kind of worth it, because it's not really my, type of thing. I don't really watch Xfinity. I only really watch Cup, and I don't really get to watch a lot of Cup anyway. So it's kind of an oddball for this, for me, but I still like it. It's pretty cool. Good win for Custer.
Oh yeah, absolutely, man. And speaking of some more race wins, guys, we also got Kevin Harvick's number 4 Atlanta race win. So just like last year with the Atlanta race win, it actually beat it out. It's the Daytona winner, guys, because you guys know the Daytona win diecasts are high in demand. So this is going to be one of many Kevin Harvick cars that we're going to be getting out for this year. I always get that confused, Jimmy Johnson and Jimmy Johns. But yeah, I mean, relatively nice looking race win, if I do say so myself. Probably a lot more better than the other race wins that we got. I mean, God forbid that All-Star race win card looks pretty boring.
Which one are we looking at? Sorry, I got distracted.
Oh, it's fine. We're looking at the Atlanta race win for Kevin Harvick.
Oh, okay. I didn't see this one, but I think I saw the reviews that NASCAR put up on YouTube, and I usually watch that if I don't really get to see the race. But I mean, of course, another win for Harvick. He's been dominating this year, along with the big three, Truex and Busch, unfortunately. But another win for the number 4 Freaky Fast cars. But I mean, I kind of wish that there would be different wins between the big three. Like they wouldn't win as much. But if you have that type of skill, I mean, you just can't help it. Like if you win the race, you win the race. It's not like it's picked for someone to win this race and someone to win that race. It's just, if you have the skill, you're going to win.
Oh yeah, absolutely, and especially for Kevin Harvick, man, he's definitely it's looking like his season. As much as I hate to say that, I mean, Harvick probably going to be one of the best contenders for the championship for this year. But knowing the playoffs, something's going to go wrong, I hope. But that's just the system we live in for NASCAR, unfortunately. Speaking of a guy who got screwed out last year, we got Kyle Larson's number 42 Target Richmond race win. Once again, Lionel, well, might be good riddance because Target, kind of just said, well, we're leaving, goodbye. Thanks, Brian Cornell. They screwed up the gradient yes, again, on the Richmond car, but heck, guys, I mean, it's not as bad as the Fontana winner that we had last year, but just seems like Lionel will never get the gradient right. It's pretty sad when they screw up the gradient on the 124, but on the NASCAR Authentics 164 from Wave 7 of last year, they got it right. So something's not going on right here, but it's still a nice looking car. I mean, it was an exciting finish. It was the final race before the playoffs, so really cool looking diecast we got.
Yeah, like you said, with Target leaving him, and they going from SS to Camaro, it's going to be outdated if you get it, but I mean, still, I think, when this Larson's last win for SS, right? Or maybe, all in all, I don't really remember if he won any more after this, but I mean, obviously he won.
Yeah, I think this might be the last one he had, probably, because he didn't got any wins from what I know during the playoffs of last year.
Yeah, but I mean, like I said, for Target and just the SS, it's going to be outdated. But still, I mean, it's a pretty nice diecast. I see it's pretty covered in confetti. And in 124 scales, the confetti always looks or makes the diecast look a whole lot better. So this is a pretty good one.
Oh yeah, dude. And speaking of good race wins, guys, we got the final car to talk about for the 124 exclusives, and this one definitely is a big surprise. A lot of people thought this car was getting canceled, but it didn't. We got Jeremy Clemens. That's something you don't hear every day. In the number 51 RepairableVehicles.com Road America race win. Man, if you guys saw this finish from last year, I mean, probably a lot more exciting than this year's. I mean, this year's was pretty cool, but holy crap, guys, this car right here, just everything is cool about it. However, though, there is a fail in this car. There's actually, you guys know how the American Ethanol sticker is supposed to be switched around. But if you look closely on this car actually has it on both sides. Wimmer33 fan pointed that out on Instagram. So, once again, Lionel with the fails, man.
That's interesting, but it seems like Lionel's been slacking a little bit here lately, like you said, with the mistake on the 51 and the Truex mistake. I still don't know how that happened, but I mean, I didn't see this race because, like I said, I'm not really a big Xfinity person. I do need to get into that a little bit more though, because they've had some good races. But like especially at Daytona, that was a good race. But I mean, decent diecast overall. I don't know if it'll be canceled in the 164 scale or not. But if it is, like you said, you don't hear that every day. Clements winning something. But if it does come out in the 164, I mean, I guess I'll pick it up just because it's him, and you don't really get to see that a lot. So, I mean, this one's not too bad.
Oh yeah, heck, guys, that was a lot of cool diecasts that we talked about. But now let's get on to the early release diecast, and there's one to be talking about, and this is coming from one of our Instagrammers on. Well, yeah, Instagrammer on I almost said Twitter. That doesn't make any sense. On Instagram, there we go. Spit it out, Brian. We got the 2018 Michael McDowell, number 34, Loves Travel Stops. So same car as last year's, but finally cool. We got some front row motorsport diecast rolling in for this year. Haven't really seen that much lately. Like we've usually had, like a couple years ago, we've had a good amount of them, but. Looks like majority of them have hit the cancellation list, and this was one of them that unfortunately, fortunately, made it in. But you can only get this at the Fanatics tents, from what I know. And this was this picture was provided us by TNT.NCS on Instagram, so check him out. He's really good at photography, so he'll probably be popular now. Now let's get on to the 124 first looks, guys. And if you guys already saw the latest 2 episodes of Line of Racing's Fix, you guys might know what this is. But you guys know I mentioned it. It's Dawn to Throwback season. Heck, let's throw in some Dawn's Throwback diecast, guys. So we got 3 cars from 3 different manufacturers to showcase on this episode, guys. And the first one up is Chase Elliott's number 9 Napa Throwback, which I believe it is a tribute to one of his cousins, if I'm not mistaken, Casey Elliott. So very unique paint scheme that we got going on right here for Chase Elliott.
Yeah, and I gotta say, this is my colors, blue, yellow. It's there. It's on a Camaro. It's Chase Elliott. I'm a Chase Elliott fan. He's not my favorite, but I mean, I do like him. And no, not because he won this year, but I mean, I've kind of been liking him for a little bit. I've seen a little bit of the Nationwide / Xfinity stuff he's done. But, I mean, this is, for the throwback, this is probably going to be a hot seller, I would think. It's Chase Elliott. You know, you got a pretty decent throwback. It looks good. They changed the fonts on the throwbacks, which is always cool. But I think this was going to be a pretty good seller.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, probably right next to the Willie Byron throwback. Well, Zach, man, this is going to be a really nice hot seller. I'm glad Lionel provided these first looks for us. Speaking of a hot seller, guys, now this will probably answer majority of everybody's question when we do the live Q&A session. What is my favorite Dawn throwback for this year? It's got to be this car right here, the Kyle Busch Skittles throwback, which is a throwback to the Ernie Irvan paint scheme from 1998. Now, when they introduced Skittles as a main sponsor for when they brought back the sponsor back for Joe Gibbs Racing in like 2014 or 2015, first thing I remember was like, okay, they got to do a throwback on this car eventually. Well, after all those years passed, we finally get this throwback, and I am just so enthused for this, guys. This is just amazing right here, guys.
Yeah, I'm not the biggest Kyle Busch fan. Okay, that's an understatement. I hate Kyle Busch, honestly. I'll be straight out with it. I just hate how he acts, but his paint schemes are so good. And I mean, like, you can't complain about that. Like, I know he's pretty hated, myself. I'm not a big fan of him, as I said. But he has some really cool paint schemes, and you can't deny that. This one is really awesome. Like, just the throwback purpose and the way it looks, this one's going to be a good one for sure.
Oh, absolutely, man. And the last car to be talking about, which we're going to keep this car in mind because there is some interesting news about this car. We got Paul Menard's number 21 Ford Motorcraft Dawn's throwback, which I believe is a throwback to Cale Yarborough from 1968. So the throwbacks for the Wood Brothers cars never disappoint. We had the Kyle Petty and the David Pearson cars from a few years back with Ryan Blaney, but really cool looking tribute that we got. And plus, that shiny 21 has made a return, guys. So clearly that could be an indication of a good selling diecast.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm a big fan of this one. Like you said, Blaney drove this or something like this a few years ago.
Yeah,
So
I think 2016, I believe. Yeah, because it looks pretty
Yeah,
familiar.
yeah, I think it was 2016. But I mean, it is a really cool throwback. Well, probably one of my favorites, just because of the reason. You see, I mean, Cale Yarborough above the 21 there, but it's really cool. And I saw a video that or not Lionel, but NASCAR posted about, like, it was some old Darlington race, and it was just really cool to see. And seeing that, and then seeing the new diecast really brings something else to me. So I think it's pretty cool.
Oh yeah, absolutely, guys. And hopefully you guys enjoyed all these diecasts that we showcased. But now it's time to get on to the pre-orders, guys. And we're probably going to go really quickly with these because we will be probably talking about these cars again, whether they get DMP'd or be made. But I'm just going to give you guys a list of all the cars that we got for the pre-order list. We got Todd Gilliland's number four Mobile One truck. And we also got the Noah Gregson number 18 Safe Life Autoglass. Pretty ironic having those two trucks right by to each other, especially after all the controversy that we had with what happened at the Canada race. I mean, just great timing right there, KBM. But you can only get these trucks at the Rowdy Bush store, if I'm not mistaken. I provided links down at our social media page if you guys want to go and pre-order those. But they probably will be made because, Kyle Busch, probably KBM Motorsports actually probably requests those like they did last year. So really nice stuff we got right there.
Yeah, I'm just going to bring this up real quick. Everyone in the chat is talking about lag, so I don't know, like, how that is. I don't know if you can do anything about that, but apparently it's, like, not making people happy. I'm just kind of letting you know, so you know, if you knew.
Yeah, I've seen the comments, guys. Do apologize for the lag. Not quite sure why it's starting to lag. I'm probably got to take out a little bit more features just to calm down the CPU or something. So do apologize for that. But the show must go on, guys, even though you guys probably can't hear this. But I do have this on pre-recorded, guys. So if you guys missed something, this will be pre-recorded. So nothing to worry about. But I'm probably not going to have this screen up for the giveaway. I'll just put the wait screen because it seems like it's eating up a lot of the... It's basically, I think that's what the main reason the cause of the lag is. So do apologize for that. It's definitely not my fault. Well, probably it is, but I'm... probably will address that once we finish this episode, guys, and get onto the Q&A session. But yeah, guys, let's go ahead and finish up these pre-orders real quick. Thanks for pointing that out, Low Ranger.
Oh, man.
Alrighty. But that's the beauty of live streams, guys. Sometimes they'll go perfect, and sometimes they will go disastrous. But the show must go on, guys. So I do apologize right there. So just be patient, and we'll get this going, guys. Plus, the giveaway's coming out soon, so it's going to be worth it, guys. All right, so let's get back here. We do got some Dawn's Throwback pre-orders to be talking about as well. This one's not really a throwback, but if you guys are big fans of the Roush cars, this one might look familiar for the sponsor. We got Matt Kenson's number 6 Oscar Mayer Ford Fusion. So, yeah, very ironic sponsor, but not quite sure why I decided to run this at a Darlington race, but it does kind of bring me back because this ain't the first time we've had a number 6 Oscar Mayer car. If you guys remember from 2004 and 2005, I think Mark Martin drove he drove a car that not really looks like this. It doesn't look like the Wienermobile or anything, but it had the number 6 and the Oscar Mayer sponsorship. So maybe that's a cool indication of a throwback, but not really. But just I do remember seeing the Oscar Mayer car from that year. So yeah, I mean, I guess it's pretty cool. I mean, definitely better than Daniel Schwartz's throwback. Well, quote throwback.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, I haven't seen one like this in forever. I haven't really been a big fan of NASCAR until, I don't know, about 2008, 2009, and that's when I actually like started watching it. But this one is definitely an oddball, like Lunchables and Oscar Mayer. I haven't seen that in, like, I don't think I've really ever seen that, honestly. But it's just really weird to see. And like, if I was driving this car, I would feel like a kid, because you got Lunchables on there. I would feel like a kid again, honestly.
Oh yeah, I mean, that definitely brings back memories for that. So maybe that's a good reason for that. See right here, guys, we also got some more pre-orders to be talking about. This one's actually interesting for any classic fans out there. We got Darrell Waltrip's 1992 Western Auto Darlington throwback. Well, not throwback, it's his Darlington race win that he won in 92. So, you know, DW likes to be excited for those big wins like he did with Daytona. So, especially if you guys are a big fan of the Western Auto paint scheme that DW has driven for a majority of his career. He's driven a lot of cool paint schemes, but this one's probably one of my favorites. Glad to see Lionel's gonna hopefully get this on the pre-order. Well, hopefully it will be made, but people got a pre-order, guys. Next, we also got Bill Elliott's number 23 ISM Connect card. This one I think is gonna sell pretty quickly because, crap, guys. After like what 12 or 13 years, we had Bill Elliott returning to NASCAR. So, I mean, when we heard that he was going to drive Road America, everyone kind of lost their shit when this was announced. So, unfortunately, he got involved in a pretty intense wreck, but he still continued on and finished at, like 20th. But I believe he's also painting a throwback to this car to back in his days when he drove for Junior Johnson, if I'm not mistaken, in 1992. So, yeah, this is a nice-looking car, if I do say so.
Oh, yeah, like, I did not expect him to come back out of retirement. So when I saw that, I was like, "Holy crap! Really?" I mean, that's awesome. I hope this doesn't get canceled in 1/64 scale. I don't really see it being canceled, honestly, because like you said, there's probably going to be a lot of pre-orders for this one. I don't know, but this is just an oddball because like nobody saw this coming. I don't think I didn't see it coming, but this is a pretty cool one.
Oh yeah, absolutely, man. This is definitely a really cool. I mean, it's not really Lionel didn't really promote it as a throwback, but clearly it looks like it, man. Especially if any Junior Johnson fans who are watching. And we got some other random ones. Gonna probably go through these very quickly because I know everyone wants to get to the good stuff, which would be the cancellations. Excuse me, that's a burp right there. We got the Matt Badnetto number 32 Peanuts Halloween cars. So this is another random diecast, but you guys know Halloween is right around the corner, so heck, I mean, it's glad to see that we got a Halloween car in the pre-order list that's not a Kyle Busch car for once. So pretty cool right there. Don't know when he's going to drive that car. This next one, I know both of us are going to have good opinions about this car. Well, in fact, in this race as well. We got the only race win to talk about on this pre-order list. We got Kurt Busch's Monster Energy Bristol race win. Holy crap, guys. So how about that Bristol race? I mean, if you guys want more short tracks in NASCAR, speak up, because that race was exciting as hell.
Oh yeah, like I think I told you yesterday when we was talking, but Bristol is my favorite track. Like I've been there twice already. It's really awesome. Like I've told you, I believe I saw Stewart throw his helmet at Kenseth. Just one of the best times like I've ever seen. Like I said, I've only been to two, but those two were the best ones. I met Truex. I got to see that little incident between Kenseth and Stewart. But like short track racing is probably my favorites because of all the action and the side by side racing, all the bumping, the grinding, the moving people out of the way. It's really fun to watch.
It was, dude. It kind of brought me back to the old days of Bristol, man, where they're beating and banging, and they did that, and man. Would be cool. I mean, I'm really excited to see what we're going to have at the Martinsville playoff race because, man, tempers are definitely going to flare because that's an elimination race. So we're in for some good action for those short tracks, especially at Richmond as well. I'm looking forward to that as well. Now let's get on to we got 3 more pre-orders to talk about, and we're gonna get on to the really good stuff, the cancellations. So right here we got a throwback that a lot of people weren't too hyped about. It's Kyle Larson's DC Solar Dawn's throwback, and the reason why I said it wasn't really hyped up because yes, this is supposed to be a tribute to Davey Allison's infamous number 28 Texaco Havoline car, but just. Yeah, I mean, the paint scheme is laid out just directly, but just the colors just really don't remind you of this car. I mean, if they went, I mean, I know they can't really go with the gold and the black and the red because, you know, DC Solar wants their colors on that. I totally understand, but the outcome just wasn't really what I was expecting. I think that's why a lot of people weren't really excited about this car.
Yeah, when I saw it, I had no clue what the throwback was to until, I mean, I read it, of course, but it would have been a really great throwback if, you know, like you said, the colors were correct. It would have been a definite one to get. Like, I would have purchased it for sure, probably even pre-ordered it, and I don't really pre-order much. But I probably would have got that one for sure. I mean, I still will just because of the Darlington race that I do, but, I mean, this one's, I mean, it's not bad, but just I really wish that they had the same colors that Allison drove.
Oh, yeah, dude. But, you know, is what it is, though. I mean, I might actually regret this if he actually ends up winning this other 500, but who knows? Opinions do change. And then to bring back up the Bristol Night Race, guys, this was actually my car. I loved last year's paint scheme, but this year's was kind of a little bit of downgrade. We got Mark Truex Jr.'s Bash Pro Shops Ducks Unlimited car. It's basically, I mean, well, of course, this car almost had a shot of winning the Bristol race until we, you know, saw boys have at it with being a banging between Truex and Kyle Busch. But yeah, guys, I mean, this paint scheme definitely a downgrade compared to last year's because just, I don't know. I mean, I'm starting to grow on the Bass Pro Shops paint scheme for this year, but this one doesn't really execute the colors that well. It's not like last year's where, you know, you really saw the green and the dark blue. So just, yeah, just unfortunate. But I feel like I'll still make it.
Hopefully, but the only reason I would get it, like you said, it's kind of a letdown because it looks like his 2018, but it's just got like Ducks Unlimited and a little bit of color change. Only reason I would really get it is kind of match my Dale Jr. Ducks Unlimited. You know, just kind of have those put together, and that would be cool because, you know, the incident at Homestead where they bumped on the backstretch, that was a good piece of history there. But to have like 2 Ducks Unlimited, you know, kind of diecast just kind of sitting together is pretty cool. But yeah, like I said, kind of a letdown. Not too big on this one, but if it's in a wave, I mean, I'll get it. But if it's not, I probably won't.
Oh yeah, possibilities are endless, man. Because we did have Ducks Unlimited car released from NASCAR Authentics, well, with the Dale Jr. cars. So anything's possible, man. Because I mean, heck, it's another Junior Ducks Unlimited car, so can't go wrong with that. And the final car to be talking about, a lot of people actually, I saw the comments about this car, and this car is almost on the DMP list, so I would be surprised by the time I upload the stream, or by the next day it'll be on the DMP list. Kevin Harvick's number 98 Hunt Brothers Pizza throwback. And any hard-time Kevin Harvick fans might know this car. Well, the paint scheme, kind of like similar to Larson's. The colors... not really exact because it's supposed to represent his 1998 Winston West Series champion. It's at number 75 Spears car, I believe. I believe they made a NASCAR Classics diecast of that car. But easily, of course, a big accomplishment for Kevin Harvick next to you know, his Busch champions and his Cup champions as well. So yeah, overall, really nice looking pre-orders that we got, guys. As I mentioned, every category has Darlington throwbacks. And there might be some for the next topic I'm about to talk about. It is the cancellations, guys. I know the comments are already going to spam like crazy, like it is with the lag. So this is going to be the turning point of the episode, guys. So, man, where do I start? Well, let's start off how we usually do, guys. In numerical order, we got Brad Keselowski's number 2 Wabash National car, which has been canceled. This is the first one that has been canceled in every single scale. So 124 Elite, ARC, and 164. This car is on the chopping block. Never going to see a diecast made of this car. I believe you drove this at Watkins Glen, if I'm not mistaken. But, you know, it's just one of those traditional Penske schemes. Like, you know, it's always the same layout that they have every year with different colors. And just a really random sponsor as well. So I probably could see why that this car didn't make it on the cancellation list. But yeah, that's just how it is, I guess.
Yeah, I wasn't going to purchase this one for sure. It just looks like his, normal red and white diecast. And like you said, it's a weird sponsor. Like I've never heard of that ever, and I'd probably pronounce it wrong like every time I'd say it. But I mean, I'm not disappointed that this is canceled whatsoever. Wasn't a big fan of it when I saw it, and I'm still not really because like I said, it looks like his other one. But I mean, I can see why this is canceled. I'm pretty sure everybody can see why this is canceled. But like I said, I'm not too upset about it. I mean, it's just another diecast I don't have to spend money on, and I can get some better. So.
Yeah, it's almost like his Worth car, if you remember that car from NASCAR Authentics. I mean, I guess that's why a lot of people are like, oh, well, maybe I won't play this car because it looks very similar, so I can see that for sure. Next up, this one actually is surprising, but a lot of these provers I'm going to show you guys, if you're 164 collectors, which I know both of us are, this is going to be horrendous to watch. I think every single car that we got in this wave, a wave of canceled diecast, we're getting to waves very shortly, majority of them, or every single one of them, has a 164 cancel. So this is going to be bad, guys. Really bad for any stop motion makers. We got Kevin Harvick's number 4, Jimmy John's Kickin' Ranch car. Again, another random sponsor that just came out of nowhere. And this comes from a guy who loves ranch. So, but, I mean, I've never had Jimmy John's yet, but I'm sure their ranch probably is good. Probably shouldn't be talking about food now because I am getting hungry. But, can't remember when he drove this car. I think it was a few races ago, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, it's basically like his Jimmy John's car. But if you do like the Jimmy John's car, this probably would be a cool car. But it's only canceled the 164, guys. So the 124 Elite in ARC is, I believe, just met MOQ. So yeah, if you got anything to say about this car, Little Wrangler.
Not much. I mean, it's just as Jimmy John's, but like you said, with the Kickin' Ranch on it, and like you said, weird sponsor. I do kind of like the hood though. Like you said,
Yeah,
talking
it's
about
nice
it.
hood.
Yeah, it's kind of making me hungry too. I'm not gonna lie, but that sandwich sitting on top of it, yeah, it's kind of doing something for me. But anyway, like I said, I'm not really happy that this is not coming out. I think I said that right. Did I say that right? I don't know. I'm trying to say that I don't care that it's canceled. Like, I mean, it's just like his other one, just with a different sponsor. I do wish I had the hood though.
Oh, absolutely. And for any guys who just tuned in and joining, I know we're experiencing a lag issue, and that's why we can't have the pictures on here. So if you guys want to join in on this, guys, feel free to follow the Diecast News official Instagram. I got all the pictures posted in on that, guys, so if you guys want a good visual aspect. Do apologize for that, but show's is almost wrapping up, guys, and we're going to get on to the way better stuff, guys, including the Mega Diecast giveaway. So I'm making this worth it for you guys, so I'm glad you guys are tuning in for this. But back onto the diecast, guys. We got some Junior Motorsports diecast to be talking about. This is probably not very common for anybody who's a long-time subscriber of this series. We got yet another Justin Allgaier car, and this is a very underrated car. We got the Whiskey River Chevrolet Camaro that was canceled. Fairly basic-looking car. I mean, some people might like this car. I'm not going to sure what Whiskey River is. Be hilarious if I don't know, I think it looks like Dale Jr. owns it or something because I see Dale Jr.'s name on the hood, so probably something Jr. related. But yeah, I mean, pretty underrated car if I do say so myself.
I mean, I like it, honestly. I mean, with me being a Junior fan, almost everybody knows that. I would have got it just because I had Junior on it. Like, just be honest. I mean, I'm really biased against Junior. I'll admit. And it's just another Xfinity car. But I do like the little design that's kind of going down the side. That one kind of makes it look a little bit better. But yeah, I am kind of disappointed this is canceled. But I mean, it is what it is. You can't really fix that.
Yeah, unfortunately. And speaking of cars that probably should be, well, I wouldn't say fixed, but not like line racing to fix. This next car I'm about to show you, we got Tyler Reddick's number 9. Now, this is going to, I'm really bad with pronunciations, but I believe this is pronounced Tackle, I believe, or something like that. I mean, this comes from a guy who doesn't even spell his username right, so yeah. But I can't remember when he drove this car as well. I rarely watch the Xfinity series that much, so yeah, pretty interesting. Oh, it was an alcohol sponsorship of Whiskey River. Thanks. Let's see, who pointed that out in the comments? Jared Monahan. So, yeah, that'd be ironic, though. Maybe people didn't want that Whiskey River car because it probably was going to be on base, like usual. But back to the tackle car, guys. I'd say this is a really nice looking car. I mean, it's unfortunate that Tyler Reddick is yet another underrated junior motorsports driver. Yeah, I mean, Christ, guys, we even got the Daytona race version that got canceled as well. But the 124 is coming out very soon. If you guys saw the photos on our Instagram page. But yeah, anything you want to emphasize on this car, man? Because it is a nice car, but it's unfortunately got canceled in both scales.
Yeah, I mean, it did get canceled in both scales, but I mean, it is what it is. I say that all the time.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, it's not a bad sponsor. It's definitely something different, but it looks like it's just one sponsor.
That's two.
So, but I mean, it looks like it's just one sponsor, so I'm not a big fan of it. I mean, yeah, I would probably pick it up if it was, in the 164 scale, but I mean, it's not really going to affect me much, so that's kind of my opinion on it.
Oh, yeah, I mean, feel free to comment below, guys, what you guys think about all of these cars. I mean, I know some of them are going to be devastating. Trust me, there are some that everyone's going to lose their shit over, guys, because there are some really good ones in this that are unfortunately on the chopping block. This one I can't really say, though. I mentioned about Austin Cindric cars don't really sell too well. Well, here's another one, guys. We got the number 12 Laysack Vision Institute. Yeah, I don't really know what to say about this car. I don't know, Low Wrangler. Help me out on this one. I don't know really what to say about this car.
Well, I'm not much help, but I mean, I did kind of want this car. I'm not gonna lie, mainly just for the Xfinity series or Xfinity series. I mean, it doesn't look bad. I mean, the way the logos are kind of placed, those are like really weird. I haven't really seen something like that. There's like two sponsors on like side by side, or if that's just I think that's one sponsor, but it looks like two. So I'm not really a big fan of that.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, it's whatever. I mean, honestly, but
yeah. I mean, I think at this point, yeah. I mean, maybe it was fortunate we got the Fitzgerald car because, man, Austin Cindric, man. I mean, might be a Team Penske driver, but looks like the diecast aren't selling too well for him. Speaking of some more Fords, we got to talk about, well, this is going to be one of the many throwbacks that we got canceled. Yes, we do got some throwbacks that are canceled in this, so get ready, guys. This is going to be rough. We got Clint Bowyer's number 14 Ford Motor Company throwback, which I believe is a tribute to Dale Jarrett. So this ain't probably the first time we've seen this. I think also David Reagan, I believe, did a tribute of this back in 2011, if I'm not mistaken. So I would easily, without a doubt, I thought this car was going to sell because it is a relatively nice throwback paint scheme. But unfortunately, once again, the 164s aren't selling too well for this car, and they got DMP'd. So yeah, I mean, I love the white rims on this car. It really gives it that nice throwback feel, if I do say so myself. But yeah, guys, that's basically that for the Clint Boyle Johnson throwback. Sorry about that. I thought we experienced a little lag there for a second. Not surprised right there. We also got to talk about some Craftsman cars that were also canceled in actually both Craftsman cars were on the chopping block. We got Ryan Preece's number 18 Craftsman car that was canceled in both scales. Pretty unfortunate, especially for a guy who was planning to be at GT Dodge Racing for next year. And he actually won, like 2 races, if I'm not mistaken, in the Xfinity Series, or at least one of them. But yeah, pretty unfortunate. Just like Craftsman's, big unveil that they had, probably would get these diecasts to sell. But it's not going to be just as bad as the other car I'm about to show you, which is the Craftsman Eric Jones car. That is canceled. Yet another car that's canceled in every single scale. And what's even sadder is that this car never even ran yet, so we never even got the chance to see what it looks like on the track, and maybe it could influence guys to go and get the car and pre-order it. But unfortunately, I can't produce the outcome of that.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, it was kind of a disappointment that we didn't really get to see it yet. I thought it was going to be pretty decent, but I mean, I guess nobody really liked it, so I mean, that's why it's canceled. But I would have picked it up for sure. I thought it was pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, something a lot more different than what we get with the DeWalt or the Sports Clips cars, but, still many opportunities left for Eric Jones for, but we still got his throwback that's on pre-order as well, guys, so get that up and rolling. Oh, man, here we go, guys. Remember how I said about more throwbacks? Well, there's another one, and ironically, we just showed the 124 ARC version of this car, but the rest of the scales of this car have been canceled. For the 124 Elite and the 164 scale, we got Paul Menard's number 21 Ford Motorcraft Throwback. So we kind of already talked about this car, but pretty unfortunate that we're not getting 1/64 scale of this car. Man, just very, very unfortunate that we have that had that happen. But who knows, guys? We might have. There's rumors going on that we might have possibly a NASCAR Authentics 2018 Dawn Throwback Wave. If that's the case, this diecast could be saved. So always got to keep some hope when we get these cars canceled. And this next one, I'm definitely going to have to get your opinion on this one, Lil Ringer, because this is probably the most shocking 164 throwback that we got for this year. I really hate to say this, but this literally just happened today, guys. Unfortunately, the Joey Logano number 22 Shell Pennzoil throwback has been canceled in the 164 scale.
Yeah, that one's really disappointing, and it's only 164 scale. Like, why? I needed that the most. That would have been so cool to have. I'm really disappointed.
Oh my god, guys! I mean, I can already see the memes going on with this car. Just unbelievable. I mean, so much hype with this car. I mean, this is why I keep telling you guys. I mean, I hate to press you guys, but this is why you got to pre-order. All right? I know some people just want to wait until the diecast come out, but with pre-ordering, you don't get charged until it's guaranteed that it's gonna be made MOQ. And if you have Plan B sales or any of these other local diecast dealers, they don't charge you until it gets shipped out. So yeah, guys, just so unfortunate, man, because everybody loved this Pennzoil throwback. This is probably my second favorite throwback that we got, a close second. I mean, it's right up there with the Skittles throwback. Man, when I saw this, I just kind of got bummed out. But yeah, man, very unfortunately.
Yeah, honestly, this is probably my favorite one that I was really looking forward to. But I mean, I guess I should have pre-ordered. Maybe that would have helped a little bit. But I mean, that is unfortunate. Like, I really, really hope that Lionel makes the waves. You know, and they have these in here. That would be such a lifesaver.
Oh, it would, man. Such a lifesaver, that's for sure. All right, guys, we're almost like 2 hours, so almost at 2 hours, so this is going to be a pretty good episode of the NASCAR Diecast News. I told you there's going to be a lot, but hopefully you guys are enjoying this. Now let's get on to some more cancellations. Probably going to run through these very quickly. If there's anything you want to point out, Lil Wrangler, join in. But we got this one, probably is a little underrated, but it's William Byers, number 24, Imran Exalta car. Canceled in every single scale. So cool to see the Imran sponsorship coming back, because we haven't seen that with Jeff Gordon. But pretty unfortunate, especially if you guys like the Exalta paint scheme that William Byers drove from last year in the Xfinity Series. This one definitely will hurt you guys for sure. But just I'd say it would be a little underrated, because it would look a nice car, because the yellow does look very nice. As I'm pointing back to the diecast that was released from last year. It's just, yeah, unfortunately. Plus, although maybe I can see why this car got canceled, because Lionel probably would screw up the metallic finish on this car.
Probably.
Shots fired at Lionel, that's for certain.
Yeah.
Yeah. We also got another car that was also canceled in both scales for this that was just released today. Matt DiBenedetto's number 32, Ines Iwata. That was canceled only in the elite scale for the 124s and the 164s. So 124 RSC looks like it will be made, but pretty ironic that they decided to do an elite for a Go Fast racing car, because usually we don't see that, but unfortunately. But I hope my Kingdom 124s aren't really that good anyways.
Yeah, true, but I mean, it is another Matt DiBenedetto car. I have one, and I have three, or two, oh my bad, but I think I would like to have this one, just because it's Matt, and the only Matt one I have is the throwback, so it's kind of weird having a throwback scheme run like the entire races, or like the whole season, so it's a little awkward, but I do wish this one was released in the 164, but I can see why it wasn't.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Well, it can't be disappointing like these other ones. Well, one of them in particular is probably going to be, would be that, like I told you so, that this car was getting canceled. But we'll get to that shortly, guys. We also got Bubba Wallace's 2018 STP throwback, canceled in 164 scale only. Pretty unfortunate, because this car actually was the first ever STP car that was released from Richard Petty in 1972, if I believe. Somewhere in the 70s, and I know he was dominant around that time. But if you notice, this car is all Petty blue, so I would think that would sell pretty well. But looks like for 164 collectors, probably not.
I was honestly, I was so hoping to pick this one up. Like, I'm not even going to lie. All blue, it reminds me of the, like you said, the older ones where there was no red to it. It was just all petty blue. That's what I was happy about. But unfortunately, yeah, it is something different. But I mean, it's canceled. So unfortunately, that happens. But I mean, like I said before, and I'll say it again, hopefully Lionel makes it. I mean, I kind of see it. I do see that they're going to make it in the Authentics version. I really hope so. I have high hopes for this one.
Yeah, because STP cars sell very well, guys. So probably we're going to see this car in NASCAR Authentics one way or another, which is cool because who does love exclusives, right? Still, we got 3 more guys, and then we're going to go on to Wave 7, guys. So we got some Jimmy Johnson cars that were canceled. I mean, God, if you guys already thought Jimmy Johnson's career looks like it's almost over, these cancellations kind of explain it as well. We got the Jimmy Johnson Foundation car for a 2nd year in a row has been canceled in the 1/64 scale. Man, I mean, pretty unfortunate because I actually do like this paint scheme, guys. I know the low schemes usually change every year, and he usually runs that, but it's cool that they decided to change this car for this year. And man, once again, and plus the yellow 48, guys. I mean, you gotta love that on this car with the Lowe's blue. I mean, really looks nice, but it just wasn't meant to be, apparently. And we also got to talk about this one. Probably was going to be another car that a lot of people saw this comment. This is probably the least hyped Don's throwback for this year. You guys probably know what it is. Jimmy Johnson's Cobalt Tools Don's throwback. This has been canceled in 1/64 scale. What can I say, man? A lot of people were not happy with this car because it was, yeah, this is a final ride for Cobalt Tools, but just way too early for this car to be a throwback from 2012. I get it was the 200th annual win for Hendrick Motorsports, but just way too early, guys. I mean, for a throwback. That just happened, what, like 6 years ago? I would think, that they would have some limitations to that, but apparently not, and this is the outcome that we get for this car.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't a big fan of it. I've got the 2013 version, but of course this was a 2012 version. I mean, like, okay, come on. I mean, honestly, if I wanted to, I could probably just get... I could probably make a custom out of this. Like, if I found the old template or something, I could probably put, like, a black Camaro front on there and maybe, like, make my own, but I mean...
Yeah, that could probably work. Heck, I mean, you're already pretty creative with the custom diecast, so... Oh, excuse me.
Oh, well, okay.
That's 3 now.
Yeah. Yeah, I kind of had a feeling this one was going to be canceled just because we've seen it run before, and like you've said, it's way too early. Like, he's not even retired yet, which I have a feeling is going to come up here soon. Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, a 7-time champion, he did really well in his career, and nobody can't disagree with that. Like, everybody's got to agree. He had an amazing year, or not a year, but he had an amazing career so far. But
yeah, he did. I mean, sadly, all good things come to an end, unfortunately. I mean, I'm hoping we can see Jimmy Johnson win. I mean, it doesn't look like for this year, but anything can happen in the playoffs. So even though it looks like he has I mean, I don't know, is he currently in the playoffs right now or right outside of it?
I mean, I could probably look it up, but I have no clue. I would think he's outside of it.
Or just about, yeah. Well, actually, no, I think I make a mistake. I think he actually is in the playoffs at the moment. I think William Byram is the only Hendrick car and Alex Bowman that are not in the playoffs yet. But now the last cancellation to be talked about, guys, and we're going to go on to Wave 7. It is another underrated car. We got Kaz Growlers, number 61, Nets with 3 T's. So pretty interesting, unless... you guys don't like the letter T. But unfortunately, this car was canceled in both scales, so that's another missed opportunity right there. But it is a pretty underrated car. I mean, can't remember the team that he drove this for, but who knows? Maybe the team will request some, and maybe we'll get this as a promo, maybe, because usually that happens sometimes when we get cars that are canceled.
Yeah, but I kind of see this being in the wave. Maybe, I don't know. But we've got Furry right there. We've seen that before, pretty recently. But Grala's, I was really hoping to get this one because it's another Xfinity driver that I don't have. And like I always like picking up the new Xfinity cars. Mm-hmm. But I mean, I think what really destroyed this diecast is more than likely the circles around the 61. I wasn't a big fan of that, but I mean it's kind of like a throwbacky feel. Maybe I don't really understand it.
It kind of does a little bit, yeah. I mean, I don't know. Guys, comment below. Is this car actually a throwback? Because I don't think so, but it kind of does have that feeling.
Yeah, I mean it's got the feeling, but I think the intention of it selling well isn't really there. So I'm not a big fan of it, but it would be kind of cool to have it, honestly.
Oh, yeah. And with that in mind, guys, we finally got the horror show out of the way. The cancellations are done. And now, let's get on to probably the most exciting part of this video, along with the Mega Diecast giveaway. NASCAR Authentics Wave 7, guys. I mean, what better way to talk about Wave 7 than having probably two of the best YouTubers to review this wave, guys. So, unfortunately, I can't show this, guys, to you, but you guys probably already saw, I mean, you guys saw my leaked video, and then you saw... I think you also talked about this as well on your latest video for the Diecast Talk.
Mm-hmm. You better.
Oh, yeah. You know it's exciting when we get some NASCAR Authentics Diecast. So let's go down the line. First of all, we got to talk about yet another NHRA car. Now, I mean, I don't mind this at all, but, man, it seems like we've had an NHRA car. And first of all, it's actually Courtney Force's 2018 Advanced Auto Parts car. So kind of like last year's, probably a few differences in the sponsorship. But... man, we've had a lot of NHRA cars, which I don't mind the variety. Who knows, we might get ARCA diecast for next year, or possibly Truck 164s. That's still a dead rumor. Credit to Diecast fans for mentioning that as well. Check them out on Twitter. They are another great source for the Diecast news community. But, yeah, I mean, I don't really know what to say about the Courtney Force car. I mean, I still have yet to collect a single one yet. If I get a high demand in the review, maybe I'll review one and probably do a comparison if I want to, but I don't know. I don't really have a big interest in that. I mean, what do you think about this, Low Wrangler?
I definitely think they're overproducing these NHRA cars. I don't know what made the boost into them, but let's see. We had one Wave 7, Wave 6, Wave 5. I don't think we had one Wave... Yeah, we had one in Wave 4. Not one in Wave 3.
Yep. Not
one in Wave 2. And not one in Wave 1, but that's still pretty ridiculous. Like now if it was different drivers, I would be all in for it, but it's the same drivers over and over, so that's why I'm not really a big fan of them. But I mean, they do pretty well with the NHRA cars. You know, they got the rubber wheels, and the only thing that's kind of weird is the underneath the diecast is empty. It's really weird.
Yeah, it is, but hopefully this is the last of it, because if you guys bought the NHRA cars, are kind of like a separate wave, apparently. I mean, it's some random letters or numbers, so, because a lot of people pointed that out to me on the Diecast News official Instagram, but it's really kind of weird that they did this, because after all, this is NASCAR Authentics. I mean, I can't stress that enough, but I know Lionel is the producer of both those cars, but, oh well, I'm sure all the NHRA fans are going to love this car, but I don't really got to hate about those, but I just don't see an interest, but... pretty cool, I guess. But now let's get on to the NASCARs. This is going to be good right here. So starting in numerical order, we got the return of the Jamie McMurray McDonald's car, guys. I mean, great way to incorporate into NASCAR Authentics. And McDonald's cars usually sell pretty well, but this is like the third or fourth time we had a McDonald's car produced, and this actually has a different paint scheme. So definitely planning on buying this car. I'm sure you are as well, Little Wrangler, because we don't know what the status is for Jamie McMurray for next year. So this diecast probably could hit get off the shelves very quickly.
Yeah, I may be one of those that might just swipe it off the shelves before anybody else, hopefully. But we did have one, Spinmaster put out a red one and a black one, and I have them in a little shelf over here. I can't remember which one. One was McDonald's and one was Cessna, I believe. But
yeah, the Cessna car from Spinmaster, I believe. Yeah.
Yeah, but last year we had another one from Lionel, but with a McDonald's one on the Camaro, definitely getting it. You know, I got to put the logos on it and stuff, but
Absolutely.
Still, that's awesome. I'm glad they have this one here. One of my favorites.
And a lot of people are wondering if the 164 was produced in this car. Well, clearly it is, but it's not exclusive. I believe the 124 ARC version was canceled on this car, so this probably will be a 164 strictly exclusive, but you will get this in the Gold Series as well. So point out to that question from Clark McKee in the comments. So yeah, this one probably I'm not too excited about, because this is probably the third time we probably had this car produced. We got Barack Kazowski's number 2 Alliance Truck Parts. I mean, we get a different magnet on this. Well, the plastic hood, so I guess that's pretty cool. But same car that we've had from the last few, well, same car like last year, I believe. So not really much to talk about right there, but it is in different packaging. So if you guys do like collect those cars for those reasons, maybe it's a car to get. But I'll probably pass out on skipping this car for the NASCAR Authentics reviews.
I'll probably skip it too. We had one 2016 and 2017. I think there was 2 produced in 2017, I believe, but I got the 2016 and 2017. Don't really think there's a point to pick up the 2018 if I already have 2017. I mean, yeah, it's a year newer and a different hood and whatnot, but I just don't think it's worth it.
Yeah, clearly not. But, there's always those lackluster cars that we get for NASCAR Authentics. So this probably is one of them. But some people might like it. Next up, we got to point out Trevor Bayne's number 6 Performance Plus car. Well, I can say this is a Trevor Baynes / Matt Kenseth's car because he did drove this paint scheme as well. So, but Lionel is mostly making this Trevor Bayne car, as you can tell by as we can look by the packaging. So, I might actually get this card. I think the Advocare car was a little dull, but in a good way. I know that sounds kind of ironic, but this one's definitely a lot more brighter. I know it's the same car that we had from the Gold Series last year, but first time we got it for NASCAR Authentics. That's not an Advocare's car, so yeah, I would recommend picking this up.
I would too, for sure. This one definitely saved me. I was thinking about getting it in the Gold Series for like a month, but I was like, you know what? No, I better not. I've already got a Trevor Bayne, so I'll kind of wait until Season 2 gets here, then we'll see what happens. So I'm glad I did that. This one saved me, and if I get it, watch me like not get it or not be able to, and that would be sad. But the hood on here is pretty nice. I like the little design to it. It looks pretty cool, so I would definitely get this one.
Oh, for sure, man. And another car I probably recommend getting as well, because this is the second time we've got this driver released for NASCAR Authentics. Ty Dillon's number 13 Geico car. So, love the paint scheme they decided to change for this year. Definitely fits well with that Chevrolet Camaro body. This will probably be another rare car to get as well, because it is a Germain racing car. So, another cool, low-funded team that we got in NASCAR Authentics. I love when they do that. I mean, especially putting out the retailers to get them recognized with their driver and their team. So, really nice. And the magnet actually flows very well with this car as well.
Oh yeah, this one kind of saved me too, because I have the Twisted T from Ty Dillon, which isn't the best paint scheme, I'll admit, but the Geico one is definitely better than the other one. So this one kind of saved me as well. I was going to get this one in the the Gold Series, use it for like Daytona or something and just other races, but this one I'm definitely getting for sure.
Oh yeah, for sure indeed, man. And we're actually going to talk about the diecast. That's probably going to be probably the most hyped in my opinion, but we do got another card that's going to be hyped up as well. That's going to be rare. But let's talk about the Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Robert Yates car, which is going to be an exclusive for NASCAR Authentics because this car was previously canceled in the 164 scale from last year. What an awesome car. I had a feeling they were going to, get this car in. I mean, but we already knew this car was going to come in by the leaks. Oh yeah, we should have, I got to point something out about the leaks. I really hope that Lionel kind of, whoever is in charge of Lionel Racing of the garage should probably rethink their occupation because it kind of just ruined the hype for me when this car was leaked on NASCAR Authentics. I mean, the only exciting part about this wave is probably what is included with the cars. But yeah, I mean, I want to ask you guys, including Little Wrangler, with these leaks that we've had recently, I mean, is the hype kind of dead now for NASCAR Authentics?
Yeah, I would say, yeah. Because because I like having them released just out of nowhere, like just no warning, just bam, here it is. Here's what we got in this wave. Here's when will be released. Is when the other wave comes out. We'll put that in stores. But this wave, like overall, is really nice. About the tribute, I kind of think it's a throwback. Like it looks like a throwback just the way it's designed. I mean, I know it's a tribute.
It does,
and all.
Yeah, it really does, dude. Heck, it literally just reminds you of that Texaco Halfling car that we just mentioned with the Kyle Larson throwback. I mean, this would be a cool throwback, but I'm glad Roush Racing took their time with this car, and heck, yeah, we're gonna see it in the retailers, man. So I'm really looking forward to that. I think that's going to be a hot seller for sure because everyone's going to know that paint scheme right by heart if you're a hardcore NASCAR fan. This one right here, I mean, we got to talk about, well, clearly, I'm getting excited for it. I mean, yeah. We got the Martrex Jr. Homestead Race Win, guys. And this is actually a really cool race win. I mean, not only that, you know, you get all the details that you got on the 124, right on the 164. But if you notice that this car actually comes with a race winner sticker. I believe this is actually a magnet, I believe, and not a sticker, because we used to have stickers, what, like Wave 10 or 11. But that is still pretty cool, guys. And that kind of fits perfect because we had, what, like 7 cars that were produced for Martrex Jr. for this year out of the 8. So this can be your saving grace for that 8th winner sticker to complete that sticker collection. But on a brighter note, I mean, clearly both of us are excited for this car.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, for sure.
Oh, yeah.
I ordered the one in the Gold Series just because I was going to... a few people will probably be upset that I didn't get the Authentics version. I'm not going to review that. I'm going to get it, but I'm just not going to... review it. I'm not going to take it out or anything. And that's why I bought the Gold Series, so I could put it on my wall. Mm-hmm. But I do wish that the sticker was an actual sticker. Because I have one sticker from the Brad Keselowski 2017 Talladega win that I have. So that'd be cool to have 2 of them. I would have probably put it on the other side of it. But, I mean, hey, it is what it is. That's like my slogan now. But, but I mean, this is really nice. As you know, if you saw my reaction to the leak, I did not believe this wave was real. It just seemed like too good, because getting a homestead, 2 Dale Juniors, there's a Martrex Junior homestead. It didn't seem real to me, but it's real. So I mean, it's perfect.
Yeah, perfect wave indeed. And speaking of those Dale Jr. cars, we got, I know a lot of people saying, oh, here we go with the Dale Jr. cars. But these are actually really cool cars, guys. Not only they're his Xfinity Hellman's car, but we're not just getting 1, we're getting 2. Now, people who probably haven't seen this wave yet will be like, well, what do you mean by that? Well, we're getting the standard version, guys, and, the Hellman's scheme, really glad that they, I don't think they've ever had the Hellman's car released for NASCAR Authentics, so that is the first, so really nice looking paint scheme. But we also got the first ever second special finish car, because we had the Flash Coat Silver car from Wave 88s. We got the liquid color version of Dale Jr. It's a Hellman's 2018 car, which is only limited to 800 of these that are going to be produced, and they're going to be scattered out throughout whatever locations that they put. So really nice that we got that. I mean, I'm not really a big fan of special finishes, that's why I don't review them that much, but maybe this could be a car that I can get if you can find it, but I probably don't recommend taking it out of the package because this is going to be a very, very rare car to find, since only 800 of these could be produced compared to all the others.
Oh, yeah. You know me, being a huge Junior fan, getting both of them, and yeah, that would make my 3rd Xfinity diecast for Junior. Yeah, it'd be my 3rd, and I think I have 1 nationwide, but this would be great for the collection. I would review the diecast. The only problem I kind of have is the magnet is the same. I wish they kind of did something different, but I see why they didn't, but I am definitely getting that. Actually, I'd probably get the liquid color before the normal one, just to be sure, just to be safe.
Yeah, I mean, you guys gotta watch out for that, because some people might actually think, oh, they're both the same cars, because, yeah, they do have the same magnet and the same packaging, but look closely at that car. There is a difference. And speaking of 88s, probably another car that I actually got to talk about the 124 version as well. We got the number 88 Alex Bowman Lumar window film. Now, this car is supposedly running at the Darlington throwback race. And what's even funnier, on the 124 version, I don't know if I pointed this out yet when I talked about it in the Gold Series, the 124 version actually has the Darlington throwback box.
Really?
Yeah, it actually does, yeah, because he drove this, he's supposed to drive this at the Southern 500.
Oh, well, I mean, alright, but...
Yeah.
but,
yeah.
Oh, yeah, well... anyway, some people didn't like this diecast. It kind of reminds me of, Japan or something. I don't know why, but, the colors kind of remind me of, Japan or China or something. I'm weird with that. I don't know why I get reminded of weird stuff for whatever reason. But I am definitely going to get this one. It's a throwback. It's Alex Bowman, probably my 2nd favorite driver now. But, yeah, definitely getting this one.
Absolutely. I mean, I would definitely get these as well, guys. And overall, guys, for a wave selection, this one, another great improvement. I mean, this year so far has been, I think, and probably Lord Wrangler as well. We probably got both agree, if I do say so myself.
Yeah, we've had a good year with authentics. Other than the NHRA, that kind of kills it. But I mean,
it does.
Yeah, like take a look at Wave 6 again. I mean, we got Elliott Sadler. Only one that kills me is that's like a big one because it doesn't have the nameplate or the Xfinity banner, which I did a review on the Gold Series version, which I mean obviously has both of that. But I was really excited that they had the banner now, and we had Chase Elliott, Sun Energy 1, Kevin Harvick, Kyle Larson, Daniel Suarez, Pete Card. I mean, it's not the best wave, but there's some pretty good ones in there too. So I would say we've had a. Oh, not to mention Casey Kane's Pro Core, so I would say this is a pretty good year for the Authentics line.
Absolutely. I love the variety that we had, and just NASCAR Authentics just keeps getting better and better. I mean, that's why I mostly collect those as well, because that's kind of what got me into NASCAR as well, guys. But with that in mind, guys, this has wrapped up the NASCAR Diecast News 200th episode. But don't go away, guys, because we're going to go to the after show, and you guys know, I mean, by the logo that's right under me, it's going to be a live Q&A session, which we're still going to continue with Old Wranglers, so feel free to ask us questions about anything, so you guys get to know us more. Who knows, maybe we might even ask each other questions as well, for entertainment. And plus, the Mega Diecast giveaway as well, guys. We'll be doing 30 entries during the Q&A session as well. So, till then, guys, this is a Rich Whipwright. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will catch you guys in a bit for the Mega Diecast giveaway and the live Q&A.
Yeah, that's pretty good, I think. Yeah, it can't. Yeah, it can't be perfect. You learn as you. And actually, I'll probably try what you're using, see if I can do that. Because like, if I'm waiting for something, or like something happens in the middle of the stream and I gotta go somewhere, I can put like a pause menu with like some music in the background. But that'd be pretty cool. Do. So is that like a different stream because I'm seeing different comments, or like what's? Oh yeah. Oh well, no, never mind. Okay, it's the same stream. Like it looked like it had different comments. I'm like, what in the world? All right. Yeah, I don't think I need to go anywhere. Yeah, for sure. Like I said, though, like if, like just for example, if I was to win something, I would probably enter for the 31. But this is like your stream. I'm not really gonna enter for anything. I'm gonna let the. Stop calling me now. Same guy that was calling me last time. All right. Yeah. Hey, that's what he messaged me. He said we can still hear you. I'm like, oh, okay. Yeah, hi. Got a little behind the scenes. Yeah, got a little behind the scenes there. Oh, same here. And obviously. Yeah, make sure your mic is off this time.
Alright, there we go. We got the mic rolling and rock and rolling, guys. Welcome, everybody, to the live Q&A session with, we still got Little Wrangler 3 here. And it's also time to start off one of the many diecasts we're giving away for the Mega Diecast giveaway. So you guys probably are wondering, am I a lot more organized like I was last year? Well, hopefully, guys. So we're going to start off the first giveaway, and pay close attention to the chat, guys. But if not, I will direct you guys. So the first card that we will be giving away, this is going to be in numerical order, so that way I will, be organized with that. We're going to give away the Jamie McMurray 2018 Gear Wrench card, guys. So I'm going to start the giveaway right now. Just pay closely to the chat, guys. So here we go. Here we guys go. Hopefully this is going to work.
Hopefully.
Right? Alright, so you guys probably should see a message. Just follow the instructions, and then you guys will be into the giveaway. If you guys... So yeah, it's exclamation point MDG1, and you'll be automatically entered to the giveaway. Oh, we are getting some people rock and rolling, guys. But you better hurry. This one is going up fast. We have 30 seconds for the Jamie McMurray Gear Wrench 164. And for anybody else who already entered the giveaway, feel free to post some questions so we can do some questions and go ahead and do the giveaway once it's up. Remember, I told you guys, you gotta be fast with this. So. Alright, and we got, let's see, 5 seconds remain. It's going to have a message pop up that the giveaway will be entered. We got 3 seconds left, 2 minutes, 2-second warning, and the giveaway is over for the Jamie McMurray Gear Wrench car. So right here we got already a lot of people joined in. So, without further ado, we're going to go ahead and announce the winner for the Jamie McMurray Gear Wrench car, as I'm showcasing you guys the thing right here. So, and notice that you guys can't spam. It won't allow you guys. But let's see right here. I'm going to click the pick winner button, and the winner of the McMurray car is Stop Motion is the best of motions. He has won he has won the Jamie McMurray Gear Wrench car, guys. So congratulations to Stop Motion is the best emotions. I'm going to write that down, actually. So bear with me, guys. Feel free to actually write some questions down, as I got to, write these down real quick. So, yeah, feel free to ask us some questions, guys, and we're going to get on to some more giveaways very soon. But, yeah, congratulations to Stop Motion is the best of motions. You have won the Jamie McMurray Gear Wrench car. So, really awesome. That's going to be a great collection for you, bud.
Yeah, he won a my giveaway, too.
How about that? Heck.
Yeah, cool.
It's definitely going to be, that's definitely something right there, guys. Mm-hmm. All right. Yeah, feel free to, let's get a good round of applause for Stop Motion. Great job. 29 more to go, guys. So if you guys are feeling down, don't feel down just yet, guys, because you guys have a lot more chances to get this car, guys. But let's see. Let's go ahead and look at some questions. Little Wrangler, you can probably help me out with this as well, because I know we're going to get a lot of questions now. So let's see right here. Probably whoever's left. But I told you guys to stay in the stream, even with all the lag. But let's see right here. Well, we got, let's see, I think it looks like our first one. What diecast do you, this is coming from Jared Holmes. What diecast do you most want made from 2018? Whew. I mean, for 160, for 164, 124. Well, I'll probably, well, no, I don't really plan on collecting any 124s for this year, even the Truex race wins, because quality has definitely gone downhill. But for 164s, guys, I think the card that I'm really looking forward to most, I mean, probably gotta be honest with you guys, it's got to be that Ryan Blaney throwback. I love that car a lot, so I'm really looking forward to get that car when it gets released. I mean, I already saw the photos of it from all the leaked photos that Lionel Racing posted. So yeah, that's a diecast I'm really looking forward to get when it gets released, which won't be in the next few. Well, which will probably get released in the next few months or so. But, yeah, let's go ahead and get on to some more questions. You guys can ask both me and Little Wrangler some questions. Well, you can probably answer this too, Little Wrangler. What diecast are you looking forward most for 2018 that hasn't been released yet?
Probably Bill Elliott's. Like, that's like he came back. I mean, so that's, that's something. So I'd probably have to say that.
Oh, yeah, I mean, that's awesome, man. That is actually, oh, yeah, the Bill Elliott car that we just talked about?
Mm-hmm.
I can't go wrong with that. Let's see. We're probably going to do because we got a lot to talk, probably do at least 2 or 3 questions, and then we'll do giveaways. So, man, I already feel accomplished that we're getting this really organized. A lot more organized than what we have at the Diecast News Show, which, once again, I apologize, guys, but this is worth it, guys. So hopefully all you guys are tuning back in, because any guys who just tuned in, we just gave away the Gear Wrench car for Stop Motion is the Best Emotions. Love that username, by the way. Really cool. Let's see, we got another question right here saying from Slow Motion, can you enter more than one if you win one? Unfortunately not, alright? No multiple winners because I want it to be fair, so yeah. Probably one more, let's see. What is your all-time favorite diecast? In my collection, I probably will have to go back to my boy Carl Edwards. It's got to be, I think I have it right here, guys. Well, I want to pull it out, but it's on a case right now. It's the autographed version of Carl Edwards' 2005 first Atlanta win. I just love that car so much. I actually got it as a birthday present before I had a job, so I was really lucky to get that. So great. It's great when you know some people. But yeah, that car, man. I mean, if you want to talk about diecast details, that car has everything, man. I think I reviewed this car very, very early in my channel. If you guys want to check it out. But just, my God, the amount of detail in that car is phenomenal. It's so cool that there's not even screws that hold the diecast. You can literally lift the whole metal base of the car, and you can see all the internals. And the deployable window net and all those cool features that Team Caliber had in their Elite Series. You can see why I don't like the 124 anymore, because the details are just, they're not as good as what they used to be. But feel free to answer this question as well, Lil Wrangler. What's your all-time favorite diecast?
Again, biased, but I would have to say Junior's 2010 Wrangler car that he drove in Nationwide Series. That's probably my all-time favorite.
All right, yeah, absolutely, man. Well, I'm just finishing up the last edits for this next Mega Diecast giveaway, which is going to be, if you guys know how the number system works, clearly, we are going to be giving away now the second entry for this, and it is going to be the Brad Keselowski Discount Tire Ford Fusion. So, Lil Wrangler, I know you really requested to get this, but it would be pretty interesting whoever's going to win this beautiful car. So, yeah, without further ado, guys, we're going to go ahead and start the next giveaway for the Brad Keselowski Discount Tire. So, get those fingers ready, guys. It's going to be the same layout, but instead of just it being number 1, it's going to be number 2. So, already go ahead and start typing in exclamation point MTG once that giveaway starts, which is right now.
Good luck, everyone.
Yeah, good luck to everybody, man. This is fast. I'm only doing it for a minute. So, yeah, follow the instructions, man. Exclamation point MDG2. So, go ahead, guys. We already got a lot of people rocking and rolling. And I'll give you guys updates on the timer as well, because this is only a minute long. So feel free to go and do that, as we're just going to wait for that timer to go by, or maybe answer some more questions. Holy crap, there's a lot of people.
Oh, yeah.
Thank God I have the system, and this is really, really nice. Alrighty, guys. Alright, we are less than 20 seconds away, so keep it rolling, guys. Exclamation point MDG2. That's how you get in for this giveaway. Once again, exclamation point MDG2. Standing for Mega Diecast giveaway. Alright, we are less than 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. The giveaway has officially closed for the Discount Tire car, and now we are going to pick our winner. And I might as well hold the diecast, because this will be the new owner of, as the winner is going to be announced right here, as it's going to show up. We got Dylan Hyatt. He is the winner of the Brad Keselowski Discount Tire. So if you're in the chat, Dylan, you know, embrace it, man. That this is now your diecast. So, Dylan Hyatt, congratulations, man. Really nice looking car. Glad that you're going to have this car in your collection. And you're also going to get a NASCAR Diecast News Hero card as well. That's autographed. As now I'm going to type that into my little notes section. I'm actually going digital on it, guys, because remember last year I actually used pen and paper, but I realized it's 2018, so might as well, you know, save the time while I can. And I just got a message from Dylan. Really nice right there. It's even cool. They even give me messages of the winner, so I get to see your guys' reaction as well. So he said "I" or "ah" or some sort of
"Hey."
"Hey," yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. So Dylan Hyatt, if I pronounced that right, I apologize if I screwed it up. I'll make sure I get the name right because I'm gonna DM you guys once this stream is over. And since it's going oh so well, guys, we're probably gonna go into the third entry. Just right around the corner, but let's get on to some more questions, guys. So feel free to put your questions down below as I'm gonna get set for the third entry, guys. Still a lot more to go, guys. A lot more. All right, let's see right here. And if you guys are probably wondering what the next car is, well, it is going to be an Austin Dillon car, but there's two of them, so I'm not gonna say what. I gotta stop drinking energy drinks or anything that's carbonated during live streams. But this Monster Hydro is quite refreshing. Hashtag not sponsored, by the way. Well, I'm wearing a Monster Energy March X Junior shirt, so maybe. Yeah, get that Monster money rolling in. So let's see right here. Let's see, I'm gonna scroll all the way up and see what kind of stuff we got. Let's see. Can we hit you up on Instagram if we win? Yes. So if you guys have Instagram, Facebook, or YouTube, or any way to direct message me, that's how I'm going to do. Probably going to do 10 people at a time when I ship these out. So you know, it's going to be a few weeks because we got a lot of cars to talk about. Let's see. How do you get the